Has everybody been showing up to practice where you at, man? All right, make sure everybody shows up to practice, man. No holdouts. I know certain people got deals already done, and I know sometimes you might want to get more, but there is a dangerous game that can be played when you hold out. You let them see other people sometimes, or they might just feel like I live without you. But
Can't let them see what it's like without you.
come on, man. You taught me that one, and don't walk around with don't walk around showing them sleeves all the time. Hey, cover it up. Don't be showing that
Cover
skin
it
all the
up a little
time.
bit. You
Cover it up
can't,
a
you
little
just
bit.
can't show it all. There
All
you go.
right. If you see it every day, hey, it's a lot of people divorced out here. All right.
Can't let them see it every day.
Shout out to my dog.
I used to tell you, man, you gotta cover it up a little bit. Man. You can't show
Shout
them
out to my dog.
that. Yeah, you can't
Listen,
show them
man,
that.
my dog TG, no exaggeration, man. Every day in practice, he be, hey, bro. Don't be going out there with no sleeves on, man. You better cover that up, bro. Don't be, hey, if you show them your arms every day, you show them what you look like every single day, they start to get familiar with it. Then it starts to look normal. Then they get used to it. And it ain't as fire anymore, bro. It ain't as fire. Yo, you gotta hide it. You gotta show that for special occasions, bro. Yeah. TG had me at that joint. Hey, bro, I'm wearing sleeves every day, all right? It's game day. All right, take the sleeves off. We good now. Hey, it's the middle of the week, bro. Cover that up, bro. Don't show all that today. Hey, shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog. But
don't do all that.
but down in Tennessee, man, Nico Iamaleava, I butchered it again, but you know the quarterback from Tennessee, man. Obviously got in the headlines this weekend, man. Prior to this season, had agreed to an NIL deal. They said it was up to $2.5 million. Rumors came out that going into the college football playoff, he was considering sitting out to get more money. His representation had said that, you know, we signed up for 12 games, but we got 13 games now. What's happening? Kind of read up a little bit. We was looking for the 4 million pieces. So, oh Lord. But from there, this all came to a head over the weekend. He was supposed to have a spring practice and Mr. Practice did not attend the meeting as well. And the report came out that he was doing that, holding out for more money. So from there, man, Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel responded to the team and said, look, man, we moving forward without Nico as our quarterback. That is, he ain't with us no more.
Okay.
And then on top of that, then the report came out of how, you know, we found out about Nico looking for more money. And it was the Oregon coach, Dan Lanning, who they're saying ultimately, you know, reached out, excuse me, and said that, you know, man, your quarterback is calling around asking for money, man, asking for us. We trying to see what's up here, bro. So, yeah, a lot to unpack, man. He said, hey, bro, you know your man's over here looking. Your man said he needs some work, bro. You know your man's looking for work over here. What y'all got going on over there, bro? I just making sure everything good over there, bro. Before we do business with him.
Before we take things, y'all good.
He said, before I give him the 4.5, what number did you give him? Is he good? Y'all hold? Okay, that's what's going on. Got you. Okay. Yeah, bro.
You didn't know.
But my man said,
I think that's bad for business. You know, obviously.
Which party?
I just think I think the holdout aspect. You can't let that start up. You know, and it's tough. You can't truly let that.
You do it at the NFL level though.
Different game.
Same millions. Same M's.
Sure. Different game.
They said if my man got the 4 M's, bro, that's. I mean, granted, we know Brock Purdy has endorsements, but that's more than my man's rookie contract, bro.
Yeah.
The 4 years.
That's a lot.
Yeah, multiple playoff runs, MVP finishes in terms of on the ballot and a Super Bowl start. Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Like, you know, you just can't do it. Like, you just can't do it. You know, you can't. As much as it's like, because it's about the kids too, and like it might be a whole other perspective that we don't know, you know. But in terms of just the way it's perceived and just, you know, I'm gonna hold out for more money, you can't start that up because that'll start a crazy slippery slope.
But in a way, haven't we already been introduced to the slippery slope with no cap on what we can pay players now? because
Yeah,
that's part of what keeps this out of NFL. It's like, to a certain extent, you can only ask for so much because there's a cap on it.
for sure.
But college right now, and because it's not from the university, it's through, the, different collectives and stuff like that. What is telling me I can't ask for more money? If I know that we have hundreds of millions of dollars in boosters and in reserves, and I'm your starting quarterback, why can't I flex my position and say, I know who's on this roster? You don't have anybody better than me.
Right. But I can't let you get that off.
That's
Like
real.
that's hard.
But how do you
Like,
stop that though? How do you say no to that?
you just let it go. You don't even play with it.
And we're
You
gonna
let it go.
and we're seeing Tennessee take that course of action. But the rebuttal is this: Tennessee was in the college football playoffs last year. Nico was your quarterback.
For sure.
If you don't go back to the college football playoff and you've moved on from Nico, how does that look to Josh Heupel? How does that look to Tennessee? Are we giving you the nod because you stood on, what we feel like morally is the right thing, even though the results, and we say this is a results-based business,
For sure.
the result isn't what it was, and now, you got people you got to answer to.
Yeah, but I think you're okay in that aspect. I just don't think you can start that
Because of this particular situation.
Yeah, it's just you can't even. You have no regret towards. Like, no, we're not doing that.
I mean, at what point though do we say
The
that matters more
about
than?
to open up. It kind of times up. The portal's about to open up. It's kind of like take that same money and go get another quarterback.
Yeah, because the portal just or Wednesday, right? Yeah.
Wednesday, 48 hours.
Yeah. I know my dog ready. Wednesday, 48 hours.
48 hours.
Shout out to my dog. My dog really living it. He's in it. He say, "Bro, I got 2 days, bro. Chill. All right, chill."
48 hours.
That's real out here, bro. That's real. But I mean, when we're talking about it, though, obviously we're looking at it from the way that we've been having the conversation. At least has been, to my eyes, more on the school side, right? The tradition of you go in sport over business. But let's change the perspective and look at it from the athlete side.
Sorry.
You're TG, but now TG, you're 17, 18, and this is the scenario. It's like,
I've outplayed my contract.
Yeah, to a degree at least, right? You're looking around and you're like, bro, I got 2.5. We know what the other higher twos are. I know what an Arch Manning is getting in Texas. I've heard about what the Shadors got in Colorado.
For sure.
Like, bro, I led Tennessee to the daggone college football playoffs, bro. What we talking about? We SEC. I was all world coming out of high school. I've lived up to the billing.
But I got paid. They gave me something.
I did, but I want more now. Because you paid me before we got to this college football playoff, and I know you ran the bag up when I got you here.
Yeah. Well, what'd you give me? Like, I mean, not even, because that doesn't matter, but it's like, like, you pay, I don't know. It's hard.
It's tough.
That's tough.
Like, to me, I'm like, you agreed on the front end, agree with it, but you did.
I've outplayed what I came to get.
Because when we signed this deal, bro, we weren't thinking Tennessee was going to the college football playoffs.
For sure.
We weren't thinking that. And I didn't let us did. Now, granted, we got beat, but I let us did, dig it. So I'm going to need you to put some respect on my paper, bro. All right?
I'm with you completely. And it's kind of like, well, I think we got to talk it. Let's discuss it. Let's do that. And if that's the case, like, that's the advantage these players got.
Yeah.
I just got to jump back in the portal. And I got to go get
You get to hop back in the free agency, essentially.
Yeah. I get to go jump back in the portal.
They skip the hold in, and they just go right back to free agency, bro. Yeah.
We don't even have to play with it. Like, what do you know?
If you don't want to give it to me, cool. I'm going to go get in the portal. I'll go find it somewhere else, or I'll go try to find it somewhere. But you also hear people say that you could die in the portal.
You can drown in the portal, but if I just took you to the college football World Series, college,
playoffs,
you said playoffs,
because I'm like, Nico is gonna land somewhere. Does he lose money though? Does he still? If he was getting 2.5 at Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
They've already said UNC, right? Belichick. They said he done backed out of them. He don't want that no more.
Did he?
Yeah,
Did he?
that's what. Yeah, it was probably right before we came on. Yeah,
Okay. See, that was
yeah, because
the hot
he was
spot.
one of the three names. They were one of the three
And
schools that
that's
he
the
was linked
thing
to.
is like
Yeah,
now his name's bad. Like not the V, but like
it is. Heck yeah,
because
it is.
you
Because
know how I go.
you look.
But it's
If I'm the
he's a good
organization,
player.
he's a
It's
heck
kind of
of a
like what
player.
you.
Yeah,
I'm not, and not that his name's bad, but it's kind of like
it's
it affects your
tarnished.
money. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's tarnished.
because I have to ask myself if I'm a team, is he a me player? What does my
Yeah,
team look like if I bring him in? Do I have to give him the rumored 4 million, or is he willing to come off of that? And what does that look like when I, present this to him? Am I going to get a kid that's still trying to compete, or am I going to get a spoiled brat that's, feeling like I just want more money?
you feel me?
Because like those are the questions from my perspective. And if you're not, around his camp enough like that, I'm sure to a degree you're going to have them same questions get answered.
For sure, for sure. Like what's the situation? Like it's just more like now
Yeah.
he just needs to take visits.
I just think that's tough. Do you think he walks the number down? Is he going to be playing for less than the 2 that he's on right now? Or do you think he gets more wherever he's at? Like wherever he lands at?
I think he'll get about that.
Okay.
I think he'll get about that. I think he'll get
Because I'm
honestly
like, if
about
he was
that.
getting
I think
2 was fine. But he said he wanted 4.
I mean he might get more. And, I think it just depends on like people need a quarterback. He's all world.
Six
You know?
six.
Yeah, I don't want you
Throw that thing
to
around. Don't play.
like
Sorry.
people need a quarterback and he's
Hey,
all world.
he
Like
had them Tennessee folk forgetting about Hendon Hooker and all them Tennessee quarterbacks past couple years. They say, bro, we ain't worry about none of that, bro. You ain't worry about none of them
yeah,
boys. Don't
like
worry about that.
he he can fix some problems for you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know? So it's like, nah, I think he will get something. He'll get something. He's gonna be fine.
yeah,
He's a big dog. There's a lot of places he can go. It's a lot of places he can go.
yeah.
It's a guy. It's a game changer in a sense. That's you know,
Any
I'm like,
concern about what this does, though, to draft stock as we continue on with him as well?
um,
Because once you move schools, we know obviously the stigma that's coming around with him right now, mainly because of this, but just talent around him. When you start hopping around, you can't go to another SEC school right now.
true,
So now we're asking, okay, where are you going where you're still going to land with big enough fish that can still complement your game too?
true. I think he still lands somewhere. I think I mean, where's he, Cali kid?
Yeah.
I think it's a ton of places who will call for him in a sense. You know, I think that portal will open up and it's like it's tons of schools. Like it's like it's an even bigger free agent market than the
Yeah.
league because it's tons of schools. You gotta think it's some schools that come out of nowhere and bump the price up, like
Yeah.
for everything. So I think it's okay. It's a win. Like everybody's okay. I just think you can't allow that to happen. It's like, okay, well, we're just not going to do
That's
that
giving the
here.
boys too much power is what you're saying.
Yeah, we just won't do it here. Like, good luck to you. Just not. We just can't do it here. You know what I mean?
Respect, man. Like I said, I was torn, bro, because I'm like, I'm pre NIL. I'm like, yeah, bro. Hey, man, if you can run the number up, I don't have an issue with you
I
running the
feel you,
number up.
and
Run
I
it
get that
up,
too,
bro.
bro.
You could get hurt tomorrow. Run it up. But
I get that too.
I do think there is a way to go about it. And
Yeah,
this is kind of where I stated. I was like, man, you're no longer a kid, man. When you start having these type of conversations, man, this type of money we talking about, man, the impact that it's having on these universities and stuff, man, players and stuff. Yeah, bro, you a grown up. So with that, man, when you make the, all right, I'm gonna do it for this. That's cool. If you want to play all right, let me call them up and see if I can flip this deal for a bigger deal. But these are also the real world consequences that you got to deal with now. You might
for
piss
sure,
off somebody and they're like, bro, I don't care who you are. I don't care how talented you are. You're not playing here. I'm going to holler at you.
for sure.
And I think that it's a tough lesson that, Nico's kind of going through right now. But I think that this is kind of, what you will see, man. Because not every coach is going to be going for this stuff, man. I mean, you heard Saban. Man, this is what Nick Saban hollered about. You've heard Coach Prime
This
hollering
is the
about
big
this, man.
thing.
This is with Dabo. Like, you're seeing more and more and more and more. You're like, okay, We're
I
getting
just
it.
think now you're getting
It's
into a place where it's kind of like if you're gonna hold out, then you have to like start talking about things like
what what what
you have to find these kids for the holdout,
what
or
my
you have
man
to
say when you start talking about hold out, man. You might as well
yeah.
get the heck out, bro. Like, yeah.
But now you like think about it when people hold out in the league, you lose money every day you hold out.
Right, it's
You
consequences.
know?
But we have
So
contracts that make us have to stay. Also,
and
there is
that's what
nothing that keeps them there.
and that's the part where I'm like, you
Right.
can't
There are
truly
no
hold out.
guidelines, no ramifications. So when you play this game, it's like, bro, I don't know if you really here or you really leaving. I can't trust you no way. Yeah.
You feel me? So that's just what that
Mm-hmm.
is. I'm with you. You know, I just don't think you can do that.
Shout out to the NIL though, man. Shout out to these boys getting
Yeah.
paid out here, man.
It's a different game. It's a
Shout out to the
different
transfer
business.
portal, man. They living though, man. I ain't mad at them boys, man. They living their best life, man. Get the money. If you can
Man,
get the money, man, go get the money, man.
I'm not mad at it.
Go get the money. Sheesh.
I'm not mad at it.
But yeah.
Really not mad at it. You can't be mad at it.
Like I said, we'll see where he lands though, man. We will see where he lands. All right. Oh
Excited to see it though.
no. Hey. The story, man. This you gotta see what the next
Yeah.
part of the story looks like, right? So
Yeah.
shout out,
Excited to
man.
see it though.
Shout out,
Definitely.
man.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.